This is your Blade Medic Eric coming at you with another dose for your blade life. Today we'll be taking a look at this Petrified fish Flavourist. I opted for the gray micarta handle scales. This knife is also available in a blue micarta and I do believe a black G10. One thing I'm going to point out right off the bat is this mosaic pin that they have placed in the front flipper. Really cool. You normally only see those on fixed blades through the handles, but I really thought it was cool that they added it here on this front flipper into the blade. You can also see that this front flipper has ample jimping. Very, very easy to open. It's also ball bearing driven. As you can see here, we have a sheep's foot blade is what they are classifying this as, but I think it looks like a spade blade from an old pocket knife. Really, really cool touch there. I think it's very unique. A few jimping for design towards the tip. Very sturdy tip, as you can see. Be a good hard cutter. Good use for harder tasks. Got a finger troll here so you can choke up on the blade just a little bit. You also have that row of jimping at the top that locks your thumb in really nice. Let's look at the back of the knife. It is micarta handle scales on front and back. It is tip up, right hand carry only. It does have button screws instead of recessed screws, but if I've not mentioned, this is a budget blade. For the price point, I'm perfectly fine with that. I purchased this knife at Blade HQ, and this knife comes in around $45. Really, really cool knife. This knife features a blade steel that I'm not super familiar with. It is K110, and this is also the PFE05 is the model number. But K110, from everything that I've been able to find, is just a Chinese D2. And D2 is a really good steel, especially for this price point. This knife has a liner lock. Locks up fairly well. It's a little early, but I'm sure that'll wear in. Like I said, it is ball bearing driven, so it is very smooth. Just catch your finger there, and then you can just drop her home. Really, really nice knife. I suggest that you check out Petrified Fish if you're not familiar with that brand. It is a newer Chinese budget brand. Yes, this knife is made in China, but for $48, I can't really expect it to be made in the States, especially with the materials, the workmanship, and all that's went into this wonderful knife. The blade has stayed pretty sharp. Like I said, it's got that K110, which is equivalent to a Chinese D2. Blade stayed pretty sharp through my testing. Really, really like this knife. The back spacer is also micarta. It has some decorative notching there in it. It's not super heavy. I don't have an exact weight, but it's not a super heavy knife either. So it'd be good for that everyday carry. Lanyard hole on the back, so you can add a lanyard if you want a little more purchase getting it out of your pocket. Because like I said, it is a deep ride pocket clip. Haven't had any issues with this clip bending. Haven't had any issues with this knife trying to come out of my pocket, which is a good thing. The clip is fairly tight, but not so tight that you are going to struggle getting it in and out of your pocket. Like I said, I really, really like this knife. I think you should pick you up one today. And while you're looking, check out the rest of Petrified Fish's models. Like I said, I've only got a couple. And I've got another one I've been testing. I'll be bringing that to you here in the next couple weeks. But check out Petrified Fish. They kind of flew under my radar for a little while. Finally got them available at Blade HQ, which I really think is going to help the brand. So that's about it today, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this one. Be safe, take care, and continue to live the blade life.